You shouldn't be eating a diet that causes elevated inflammation. You want to be eating in a way that reduces inflammation. And you'll know when you're not inflamed because your body is going to feel much looser. You're not going to have the stiffness and the aches and pains. Like, we shouldn't be living like that. We just shouldn't. It's ridiculous. Like, if I eat improperly, you guys, after the second day of doing that, if I eat some junk food, when I wake up in the morning and I put my feet on the ground, I feel so fucking stiff and miserable. And it takes quite a long time for my muscles, especially in my calves and my upper legs, to loosen up. Like, I'm just stiff as a board. And that's from elevated inflammation. If you live inflamed for long enough, you tend to get used to it. It's amazing how quickly the body will adapt to a suboptimal somatic kind of state. Somatic means other related to the body. Like, if you're inflamed for months on end, you guys, your body, you tend to get used to feeling like shit. And when you get used to feeling like shit, you really don't know how good you could actually feel. It feels incredible to be in a body that isn't bound to inflammation, right? And that inflammation isn't just in your muscles, you guys. It's in every part of you. Hi, Thebe. It's in your brain. It's in your organs. It's everywhere. So, you don't need NSAIDs. You don't need aspirin. You don't need acetaminophen when you eat a diet that is anti-inflammatory. And again, when you stay on an anti-inflammatory system, you guys, you're going to feel the difference. You're going to feel incredible. Your legs are going to feel light. You're going to feel light as a feather. And when you get to that point, you guys, your energy is going to skyrocket. Because when you're inflamed, your body's energy is constantly just compensating or busy dealing with the inflammation, you guys. Because there's a physical response to inflammation. Your body has to buffer all sorts of stuff. It's ridiculous. It's insane. So when you get uninflamed, when you reduce the inflammation, you're going to get as light as a feather, and that's when that's what you're going to feel like. When you're stiff and you're achy, it feels like you're carrying around a 1,000-pound sack. When you become uninflamed, when you get rid of the inflammation, you guys, you loosen things up and you feel incredible. So you're going to feel as light as a feather. And once you drop the inflammation, that's when you're going to start experiencing elevated energy. You're going to have so much energy if you're truly uninflamed that you're going to need an outlet for that energy. You're going to. This is when exercise becomes fun. If you're inflamed, if you're on an unhealthy system, exercise is a fucking miserable chore, you guys. So many people don't like exercise, and it's because of the way that they eat and what's going on in their body. So for me, it's like when I have a rest day, I fucking hate it. I slept an hour recently, 1 hour, and then got up and had to deal with some shit at the house for pretty much all day. And then later that night, it was like 9 o'clock. Even though I had only slept 1 hour, I still ran 6 miles. I ran 6 miles and walked about 4 miles. And yeah, that's not necessarily the smartest thing to do on like 1 hour of sleep, right? But I am very interested in structured sleep deprivation. I will talk more about that in the future. It has to be done very carefully, but you'd be surprised the types of states of consciousness you can enter through proper sleep deprivation. But I mean, that's how much energy I have, you guys, that even though I had only slept, it was actually a little less than an hour, I still had to get out there because I was itching for my body to move. The body is an incredible machine. It's an organic battery, but that battery needs to not be inflamed. And that's the type of culture that we live in, where the foods are engineered to cause elevated inflammation to the point where you get used to it and you feel like shit, but you don't know how shitty you feel because, again, the body adapts very rapidly. Very fucking rapidly. Like, you can get your life back. You can get your energy back. You can get your imagination back. You see, the body and the mind are intimately connected, the emotional field, the spiritual bodies, the aura, everything. And when you get on a system that like truly heals you from the ground up, all of those bodies, all of those parts that make you who you are, made in the image of the Creator, you start to heal, you guys. You start to heal. It's incredible. You start to look at everything differently, right? Like you start noticing things that you didn't notice prior. For instance, the sunlight beaming through leaves. You ever look at a tree and just watch the sunlight hit the leaves and the way that the leaves dilute the light and you can see all the veins running through the leaves? Like, it's incredibly beautiful. This is an incredibly beautiful reality. But when you're inflamed, when you're stuck in stasis, when you've got all these issues in life, you guys, it's very difficult to see the beauty. It's very difficult. We tend to get caught up in an energetic momentum that blinds us from seeing the things around us that are truly fucking magical.